Game number 1 of the Philippine Cup Finals, and this tip-off will be presented by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. First possession to the light shirts. Sa mga rebounding department, and immediately, as we expected, Coach, they go to Jumar Fajardo.
Jumar Fajardo, Kelly's going to have to use a combination of strength and quickness to try to defend Jumar. A little bit better than Aram can. In addition to that, you don't want to let Aram get in foul trouble immediately. You want to save him in this game. And then Cecil hits a three.
And Coach Norman, what do you think of that statement of Coach Shot?
Well, there's no question about that. You can see it. And Cecil hits a three. Branyo gets a two on the drive to the basket for this San Miguel Beer team. But they're out there and they can score.
That's right. And they really helped them. Those reserves. They go to Junmar. They tried to, but Kelly Williams, great anticipation. Pogoy against Lassiter, the spin,
great
and
move.
The basket.
But that's one thing that Talking Tech, so TNT does a great job of, is they turn these turnovers into points. See, San Miguel becomes a tough out whenever they can hit their threes. If they're out there hitting their threes and you combine that with Jumar dominating inside.
Throw it to Perez, still a lot of time on the shot clock. They go to Junmar, hesitated, he'll take it in a bit closer. Jumper up and in for Junmar.
So how do you stop him if he's going to be making those shots from the perimeter?
Here's Simon, the bounce to Junmar. He'll take it, jumper up and in. And you know, you're talking percentages, these guys 3 of 3 so far.
He's so comfortable shooting from mid-range.
He's going to go under your arm in this situation, but he's still able to sneak it in there off the backboard for the 2 points.
He uses it. Turns around, jumper is up and in by Jason Castro. And remember, he had already retired. Coach Chot just coaxed him out of retirement.
Right.
To come back. Here's Motao Tua posting up Poy. Goes to his right hand.
It's that tag team combination that's going to work for San Miguel Beer. And for Coach Chot Reyes, he sat down Kelly Williams, so that tag team is not there for the moment for TNT.
Hashtag SMB Finals Game 1. For TNT, use hashtag TNT Finals Game 1. Aram lost it. Got it back. He'll drive the lane. Finger roll goes! Para kay Poy Aram plus a foul. A chance for the 3-point play.
To the basket. Wala si Junmar Fajardo. No one there to protect the rim. Motao Tua now playing center. And Poy Aram recognizing the mismatch in the defensive end.
High percentage
Super
shooting
efficient,
as well.
yes. Oh, look at that nice pass. But then the defense was there by Dave Marcelo.
Vic Manuel. Susubukan ng depensa ni Marcelo. Nako, may double team. Nawala sa kanya. 1 second to shoot. Jericho puts it up. Oh, yes! He hits the 3 just in time. Marshall Lassiter with the ball. Jericho Cruz just hit a 3. Make that 2 in a row para kay Jericho.
Off the free agency list from NLEX, and he has given his team a big lift in this game.
That's an answer mula kay RR Pogoy. Sabi nga natin, he took free throws towards the end of that first quarter.
As against 4 connections for San Miguel Beer.
Missed from outside from Vic Manuel, but it bounces right to Marshall.
They can start to pull away with Jumar on the bench.
Oh, what a luxury. Oh, there's RR Pogoy now with 9 points.
2 minutes into the second period. Vic Manuel will continue trying. Great defense from Troy. But it goes to Mo. And he jams it through. Watch this. Ito yung offensive board na nakuha, or yung rather yung take back nito si Motao Tua.
Yeah, that's a serious vertical leap there.
Yeah. What an elevation.
Pulls it down. Ito si Ross up ahead to Mo. Mo in transition. Oh, he completes it.
What a shot.
Naghahanap ng opensa itong TNT. Poy Aram attacking the basket, and he does it off the glass. And then he scored another basket in transition right after that one. So the lead is 8.
Oh, look at this.
Jericho Cruz, pinabayaan na ni Jason Castro. Now, yun na nga, lumaki na yung lamang on that miscue from Jason Castro. And then, Cruz running ahead of the pack to bring the lead up to 10.
Wala si Kelly, and because wala naman si Jumar Fajardo. Here's an outside shot.
That's a 3 from Ryan Reyes. Ito si CJ. Di pa lumilipad si CJ sa game na ito. Pass inside to Junmar.
How was he able to get that?
You can see that Kelly Williams getting to the spot. Jumar decided not to go to that spot.
Perez now momentarily open. Didn't want to take it, then said, okay, I'll take it anyway. Troy, Ryan, he's had one three-pointer in this game. Got it again! And you mentioned it, Coach Norman. Ryan Reyes can get 2, 3, 4 in a row sometimes, and that's 2 already for him.
Forced to give up the foul, trying to play denial on Junmar Fajardo. That's a second three-point shot connected by Ryan Reyes.
And that's the thing, knowing about roles. Denise mentioned it earlier sa kanyang report about knowing roles. But Enciso, never been known as a defensive player. Junmar Fajardo hasn't missed yet in this game. Kalaban si Kelly outside to CJ. CJ can't put it in, but Junmar picks it up. And another basket for the Kraken. Against a lot of guys here in the PBA back then, Coach, who also reacted that way every time they were called for a foul.
Yeah, that's part of the game. I mean...
Here they go once again. A familiar play to go to Junmar. He'll bounce it over to Simon. Extra pass to Vic Manuel. 6 straight MVPs, Coach Norman, but you see him expanding his game, looking to pass a little bit more, be a playmaker, be a decoy at different times. And that's the thing that frustrates yung ibang mga kalaban talaga dahil ang galing-galing na niya. You get so annoyed that he's so good and then he smiles at you as he's doing it. Mikey goes to Pogoy. That's a 3. And then a foul from CJ Perez. So pagkakataon, maka 4-point play si RR Pogoy.
They've gotten this score down to 10 points now. They have another shot coming at the foul line.
Here's that 3-pointer na tamaan siya. May foul, next level move yan. Hatid sa atin ng Honda, ang official motorcycle ng PBA. And they're trailing by 10. Inside to Junmar. And another basket for Junmar Fajardo. And everyone knows they're going to go to Junmar Fajardo, but there's really no way to stop it. Good hands as well on his part. Offensive rebound, Kelly Williams. Pagkakataon ulit para sa TNT. Pogoy knows he's got a smaller defender. He'll take it and make it.
And look at our Pogoy. His patented post-up move. When he sees that he's up against a smaller defender, he'll post up. A twirl move and getting the basket. 14 points now for RR Pogoy. They've made 7, they've missed 8.
Wow. And they're only down by 10. CJ dancing in the lane, using yung offhand niya para mapasok yun. Big games as well, even on the scoring end for them.
That's right.
What a shot.
He takes a load off the back of Junmar Fajardo when they're playing tag together.
There's Junmar.
That's a tough shot by Junmar.
That he had made earlier, so he came back with another one, an easy one for him on that baseline. But RR Pogoy immediately answering on the other side. Simon and Enciso more often than not. And Simon's been doing a pretty good job and passing the ball as well.
You're not going to take that ball from Junmar Fajardo, so it was an unwise foul there.
That's a great pass.
I'm telling you, Enciso's playing good basketball. There's no question.
Now you notice what Junmar is doing. He's posting up on one end, and then on the other end, he's posting up as well.
There you
He's
go.
just trying to keep the defense guessing. Kelly Williams again playing that denial, getting the possession. And there's RR Pogoy with a 3-pointer. He now has 21 points. He's breaking out for TNT.
Let's see if they'll watch that. Pogoy will take it over Junmar. Bounces a couple of times. Bakbakan sa bola. Went right back to RR.
Oh, got it. And he took that without any hesitation. He got that ball back without any hesitation.
Yeah, that's confidence.
Wow.
That's confidence
That's
there.
unbelievable.
That's 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Could be down to 2, maybe 1. Depende. Cobuntin thought about it. Jumper from 14. There you go. O yung Dean's list natin, puro green yan Dean.
That's right, first. San Miguel Beermen. But things are changing now in the third period from what happened in the first half.
They've shown the ability to come back after the opposing team makes a run. Marshall will hook it up, wrong angle, but Junmar says, don't worry, I got it. Balikan lamang sa San Miguel. Oh! Agad naman binawin. Mikey Williams is
the first 3-pointer scored by Mikey Williams in this contest.
Press 14, hooks it over to Glenn Cobuntin. Lost the ball, up ahead to Cruz. block.
Ew.
What a chase down!
Chase
What
down.
a chase down!
Jump it up in the keyhole.
Watch this chase down by Glenn Cobuntin.
Oh,
Wow.
That was a sure 2 points by Jericho Cruz.
Or so he thought.
Mikey
Yeah.
Williams from the corner. Mikey Williams.
Per team that can kind of check Mikey Williams, but the moment that guy sits, Mikey Williams' eyes light up.
Yes.
There you go, there you go. That's Bingo 3-point shot brought to us by Bingo Plus. So ito na.
Oh, look at Kelly Williams. Kept that ball alive for Jason Castro.
Castro dancing, basket.
Yes.
And they're rushing things rather than go through their bread and butter guy, Junmar Fajardo.
Mikey.
Are you serious?
Got it
Are
again.
you serious?
Not a bad option, di lang niya napasok doon. Anim pa rin lamang.
Both teams in a penalty now. TNT has to be careful. Here's a spin move.
Bumawi. So ito si Poy Era maatake. That's blocked upstairs.
Junmar Fajardo from getting scoring position.
There's CJ Perez attacking the basket. Nabigay na kay Pugoy. Pugoy spins, drops it over. It bounces to Kelly. Kelly finds Cobuntin open from 3.
Yes.
Kelly Williams finding the open man, getting the rebound, and getting the assist as well. Oh, what about Marshall Lassiter?
Well, Marshall Lassiter says bingo right back. Pugoy now goes to Cobuntin. He'll try again.
Yes.
Got it again.
That confidence on his part because he just missed one badly on the last play.
Oh, look at
Yes,
this.
Pugoy.
A steal by R.R. Pugoy. And he will score.
He looked back.
Well, was he hit when he went up for the shot? Here is R.R. Pugoy with a steal and then the race towards the basket. Ito, tinignan pa niya, no? Kung sinong nasa likod niya.
Perez susubok na naman. Look at that. You know, during the finals, they always look forward to this. After the Sunday game, it's a 3-day rest.
And there he is again, Junmar.
7 to shoot. Castro kicks it to Mikey. That's a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Recovered, goes to Ross. Fading in the lane. Way off. Perez is there.
Oh, we'll score!
What a
Basket will
shot.
count.
What a shot mula kay CJ Perez. He got it to drop.
Great recovery by CJ Paris. Look at that shot there by C. Ross.
That ball just bouncing the way of CJ Perez and falling down. CJ Perez gets the shot. He'll get a bonus free throw.
Down to the last 3 minutes ng ating laban. 6 to shoot. Castro.
Oh, what a shot!
Wow! He looked like he was going to pass it to the three-point line.
Well, he needs to make these two to keep his team close.
Mikey Williams. Tumira. Andun si Chris Ross. He blocked it.
And now, Junmar Fajardo again at the flank where he wants to be, and he scores.
Wow, this guy. Because this game has become a tight one. As expected. You know, TNT changed the tide in quarter 3. Vic Manuel. Oh!
Vic did not pass it down to Jumar. Instead, he just took it on his own and gets a three-point opportunity.
Free throw ties the game.
There it
Castro.
He's got to take it up.
is. Yeah!
Wow, he hit
Did
it.
he get it off
He
on
hit it.
time?
They're going to look at it.
Did he get it off on time?
They're going to check it.
Take a look at it again. One more time.
Okay, here we go.
2
Jason,
dribbles.
couple of dribbles and then elevating. Oh, he got it.
Oh.
You know, well, that's just
Oh.
too close.
Wow.
Grabe. That's as close as it can get.
Referees are going to make a decision soon. They count it.
And it counts.
Jason Castro saves the game for TNT. Oh, boy.
But Castro shot at the end. Wow. That was spectacular. And so first blood, napunta sa TNT. Yan ang ating final score, 86-84%.
As this tip-off is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. In the meantime, the first offensive thrust works right away.
That game, that team, no? The important thing there is the three-point shooting of Lassiter.
Is it going to be a night as rainy as the storm outside with tons of three-pointers? CJ does what he does best.
Pag nag-miss si CJ, nasa right position itong si Junmar to get the offensive rebound.
At nakakatulong talaga pag lalakas ang loob mo, pag ganyan kalaki ang kakampi mo.
Dito naging malaking problema ng San Miguel nung nawala si Terence Romeo. Ang naging main point guard mo, si Inciso.
Williams, who really impressed Jordan Clarkson the other night, Topex. Oh, look at this.
Again, that's gonna be the dilemma of San Miguel. Mikey Williams attacking Junmar Fajardo. Mikey Williams reads the defense. Pag nakita niyang wala si Junmar, he's gonna attack and be aggressive to the basket.
Exactly, as Brundial banks it against the glass. CJ Perez has less than 10 seconds to make something happen. He does. The Williams boys. Baseline dance. Williams to another Williams. 3.
What he does with that is he's making sure he's putting pressure on the guy who's defending him.
Good point, good point. Junmar with his first attempt at conversion, Dr. J.
Jason Castro has been sent in to replace the injured Mikey Williams.
In the meantime, Marshall Lassiter.
So now you could see that Marshall's been more aggressive attacking the basket.
Alam mo, nahalata ako kay Marshall yan. He'll score 5 points. Then next game, puputok eh. Malas na susunod na kalaban.
The reason why San Miguel is struggling from the outside except for Marshall Lassiter kasi hindi nagkakaroon ng breakdown. The guards of Talking Tex are doing a good job just defending their own man. So walang masyadong breakdown. So most of the shots that San Miguel takes are challenged. Differently naman itong kaso ng Talking Tex. So ibig sabihin like the turnover by CJ because nobody collapsed. So everybody's being covered. But again, that 3 by Jericho Cross.
And Jericho Cruz was not a big factor for them. We'll find that out later.
Ooh! Dr. J, percentages, ito pa rin, ano ha? Junmar receives it, nakawala. No, great ball fake by the big guy. May kasama pang foul.
Medyo late ang tulong ni Aram doon. Tutulong ka rin lang, pumunta na kaagad doon.
Team foul count, 2 against TNT. San Miguel still in the clear. Baseline attack. Oh, he hits the edge of the board underneath. Here comes a drive. Strong move. Iiwanan ni Jason. Alam ng gwardiya yun. Samantala. Ito si Big Manuel. Binanda. Yes, no, yes, no. And it's in the hands of San Miguel. Oh, breakaway. San Miguel on the tear here. Seb Sarmenta with Dr. J. Andy Ha, Coach Topex Robinson completing our broadcast team. Apple David is patrolling the beat here today. Junmar, a little body. Yes! 45 seconds left in the first 12 minutes. Marshall breaks away. Here's Mikey Williams, who had a threat of an injury earlier, but it looks like he's shaken it off. Here's, oh, Long Tom finding the target. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. With convincing, ika nga. Vic Manuel launches, connects. To the side we go. Ryan Reyes. Yes. 34-31 count. There's a cut by Kelly. Taken away by Ross.
Pinapakita na ni Ross yung kanyang galing sa defense.
Oh, slam dunk! This is what you don't want to see San Miguel do, Topex. Suddenly come to life and break away in the game.
If you'll notice, sir, dun sa possessions ng San Miguel on transition.
Mikey attacks. Down the middle.
Oh,
the
what a
scoop shot
shot.
works. Troy Rosario tapped it to a teammate. When you can't get the rebound, tap it to a teammate. Pogoy says, let me try. Bang! Masarap matulog sa bahay. Di ba? In the meantime, Chris Ross turn around. Yes!
Talking about Chris Ross, ang opensa niya is not coming from ball screens but he's really posting up. Kaya naman hindi masyadong maraming movement.
Oh, Kim Montalvo picking up some loose change. May sistema, may flow.
Kahit hindi siya umiscore, magaling siya tumawag ng laro eh. Ang ganda ng lusot. And 1.
First thing you make a mistake with Pugoy is to underestimate him.
Samar, pinalitan niya si Chris Ross dahil pagod na si Chris Ross.
Junmar sidesteps. I know many of the young ones call it Euro. Sorry old school ako eh. Sidestep.
Sidestep.
Nung college yan, hindi mo makikita titira sa labas yan eh. Puro drive, puro drive. Oh, great pass. CJ, however, misses. Follow-up works. Here comes Jericho Cruz. Thought about it, decided to go to Junmar. Kelly is on Junmar. The diagonal pass to the corner. On the Terrence Romeo update. I know Terrence has been visiting the San Miguel practices. Vic Manuel doing a Vic Manuel thing. And don't give Vic Manuel that
Nice
much
pass.
space. Kelly creates, gets it to go.
Hindi magandang play yun dahil wala nakatanggap ng bola, walang finorce na situation sa depensa.
Pugoy dribbling around the neighborhood, drills it in. Pugoy says, let's shoot quickly.
15 puntos na si R.R. Pugoy dito sa larong ito.
San Miguel trying to get organized. Natapik sa likod. Perez. Found a small opening and filled it up. And that'll do it. What better way to start the third quarter in just a short while than tied at 51 apiece.
You have to give credit dito sa TNT because they've been winning the 50-50 balls in this ball game.
Good observation. CJ Perez finds a way to scoop it up.
Giving Pugoy a taste of his own medicine with
Yes.
that drive of
You
his.
take
There
that.
goes Pugoy again.
Counter.
Of SMB. Kaya naman nahihirapan umatake itong the likes of CJ. But obviously right there he was able to attack. But ang gusto nila abangan sa ibabaw itong si CJ, which is really right now not a good option if you're TNT.
Kim Montalvo could reclaim. Here's Pugoy. He says, let me fire.
Yes!
Bang! Bingo! The three-point shot brought to you by Bingo Plus. Better position. Brundial, moment of indecision, knocks it in nonetheless. Forward to CJ Perez. And that will count.
Now that's a blocking foul dahil atras siya ng atras eh. Kung inimplant niya sa sarili niya, baka nakakuha siya ng offensive foul. Ito, kita mo pa atras, saka wala.
Here's Kelly. Blocked from behind by Junmar. Junmar already with 2 blocks. Nice run by San Miguel! Ito yung finish eh.
The last 3 possessions of SMB are coming from stops.
You're listening to Dr. J. Andy Howe and Coach Topex Robinson of Phoenix, of course. The runner, tough angle, big do. Peeks inside, goes to the top of the key, fakes a handoff. Here's Pugoy, breaks loose. Oh, yes!
Yun nga sinasabi ng coaching staff ng SMB. They want a hard show on that because Pugoy will always capitalize on that.
What a pass by Chris Ross.
Ito yung mga pinapractice mo araw-araw.
Ay, ang endless decision making ng coaches. Ito pa si Castro at si Errol.
Malaking bagay na nakakatuloy pa rin yung kanilang opensa.
CJ launches from three-point country. Hindi depensa.
Pero yung depensa niya ang kulang eh. Yan ang kailangan importante.
Nakawala si Kelly Williams. Samantala ito si CJ.
Ang lusot.
Patay sila. Iniwanan. Isang stutter step lang eh. Here comes Pugoy. Sidestepping. There's a follow-up. Poyera cleaning up the mess. Vic Manuel. Jab step. Drills it in. Samantala. Vic Manuel digs in a shoulder on Aram and scores.
Yung kanyang jump hook.
Here's a strong drive to the hoop. Just circling out. Aram looking for it. Tautuasan found it.
Kung nung first quarter, first half, itong TNT has been dominating the 50-50 ball. Ito namang SMB this time, but Roger Pugoy keep on burning.
I know you and Magu kept on computing the percentage of that. In the meantime, Vic Manuel spinning nicely. That jump hook does not connect though. Down to 24 seconds. Yes! And at the end of 3 sets of 12 minutes, it's San Miguel with a slight lead, 82-79.
Inside of the ball game, and he's the one after Junmar and CJ been giving TNT a lot of problems.
In the meantime, Dr. J, San Miguel, and they need energy. Lassiter drills it in from the corner. Vic Manuel. Created. Alam mo na yung ganung pivot, yung ganyang drop step na yan.
Vic is always looking for that contact, that first hit. That first hit will create that space that he needed. Yeah.
Tautua with a big screen, the pick and roll. That works!
Kaliwang kamay. Off the glass. Huli.
In the meantime, Marshall gracefully gliding into his front court. Jericho says, let me shoot. Malakas lang. Mikey battling. It's Lassiter grabbing the loose ball. Here's Montalvo. Big factor na wala rito is the scoring of Williams, of course, Mikey Williams. But as Poy Eram collects the rebound, Jason wants to take over as usual.
Yeah. There it is. So, of the timeout, 4-0 run. And they're gonna get Perez back in the ball game very soon.
Lassiter looking inside. Here we go with Junmar, who also looks inside. Goes to Ross. Yes!
Ayun, nakakuha ka ng libre.
Ross with 4 points. The pass to the wing. Montalvo open. Yes!
Big
Brings it.
game for Kip Montalvo.
Ross. Lassiter. Wide open. No. Tautua taps it. Lassiter drives hard, lobs it in. The lead is 11 with 5 minutes and 6 to go. Squeezing in. Nice spike to big passing.
Ito yung malaking bagay talaga sa loob si Kelly.
Stability.
Yeah.
Samantala, ito si Junmar. Kelly Williams trying to poke the ball away. One-handed shot, drops it. And the San Miguel fans loving it.
Kanina pa ako nagpapahinga eh. Sabi.
I was
Ano
about
kayo?
to say.
Siniswerte.
Last surge. Oh, close range. Junmar checks the rubber shoes of Kelly. The shot. Oh.
Kasi nga naman pag nasa bahay, isipin mo rin tong ball game na to. Might as well meet somewhere na magkakasama kayo para ma-discuss natin kung ano yung mga dapat natin gawin.
2 minutes and 20 left. Pass to Kelly Williams, who drops it. No look pass to Eram. Eram puts it up. And Kelly Williams cleans it up. And into the last 2 minutes now. Ross thought about it. Manuel, CJ Perez.
Huli.
Steal! Here comes a familiar blur. Some San Miguel fans already applauding the team. Lassiter with a good line.
Melo na ako.
This way. And that'll do it. Well, there's a basket. Roy Rosario makes it the final count, 109-100.
Tip-off na yan, presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
They're also looking at the possible matchup for Vic Manuel in the second unit. Dahil siya, yung inatake ni Vic Manuel doon sa...
Simon dumping it inside loop. Abay. Junmar fading away over Kelly.
And they need that balanced offense, not just relying on Junmar Fajardo, but relying on all 5 players on the floor.
Yung nga lang sinabi natin, napapagod pagkatapos ng third quarter. Let's see if we'll be able to face himself better here in the third match ng PBA Finals.
CJ gustong bumawi. Gets it right back para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. And Cecil inside to Brondial. Rodney made sure this time around. Mikey pitches it. Reyes shovels it over to Kelly. Down the middle. Machine gun with a finger roll.
That is intentional. Every opportunity that they have to outrun itong si Junmar Fajardo, gagawin nila yan. Off a made basket, off a missed attempt, and it seems that Roy Rosario will be tasked to try and contain the offense of Vic Manuel.
Right away though, Manuel says, paano mo kukontain to?
A late closeout coming from Troy Rosario. Vic Manuel is able to go to his strong side and score the first basket.
And 5 players now for San Miguel.
Manuel off the
What a nice
twirl.
turn.
Suwabing-suwabe naman yun.
Oo, pero yung passer galing kay Chris Ross,
Ganda ng entry pass.
mahirap yun, mahirap. At saka yung tanggap ni Vic Manuel, yung salo niya.
Sukat yung galaw eh.
Chris Ross may not be scoring. Jason scooting into the front court. Kabundin kicks it over to the left. Reyes left alone. Bingo! Para dito kay Ryan Reyes.
And Ryan Reyes always ready to pull the trigger.
Junmar almost sitting on the floor. Para-paraan lang, Coach Ron.
Bakit hindi? Kung anong ibigay, yun ang kukunin. Yung 6'10", naging parang 4'11", pero ito muna. Tignan mo, 6'10", nayuko, naging 4'11".
Cruz, entry pass, down low to Manuel once again. The muscle man will not be denied.
Even if Jason Castro tried to double on the catch, Manuel was too deep, and he is that deep. He's almost unstoppable.
So we need a fresh guy with strong legs against Vic Manuel. But look at Manuel, looking for it from the outside, and he scores from the outside.
The muscle man gets himself in double digits first quarter pa lang.
Yung
About 5
versatility,
minutes of
no?
action.
Kuminsan nasa loob, kuminsan nasa labas.
Mikey to RR. Sinali nila etong si Kubuntin. Three-pointer delivered by Glenn.
TNT had 13 three-point conversions in game 2 alone.
They're
Last shot
actually
time.
averaging 12 three-point makes. Ito si
Tautua.
Tautua.
Oh,
yes!
what a pass from Jericho.
Bawin-bawi yung three-pointer.
27-19. This is game number 3.
By the chief architect, Vic Manuel was contributed 10 of those 13 points from the second unit.
Pogoy rattles home a triple to open the scoring dito sa ating second frame with Denise Tan patrolling the sidelines.
And they settle
Mikey
for
from
an
deep,
outside shot.
back-to-back triples para sa TNT.
That's 6 three-point shots now. As well as lahat si Darren at si Jericho Cruz.
Oh, look at that
ang ganda.
pass!
Yun ang sinasabi natin about the ability of Poy Aram to run the floor.
Look at Matt Ganuelas-Rosser look back and feed JP down the middle. That caps off an 8-0 run para dito sa TNT.
At ngayon nga, na isa na lang daw ang pinaglalaban nila. Vic sees no reason why the 6th time can't be the charm. Back to you guys.
Ang matindi pa doon as Mikey lights it up.
And notice, gentlemen, that si Kelly Williams is sitting on the bench even as Junmar Fajardo nasa loob na. That's because Dave Marcelo is proving himself, providing quality minutes. Ito
Quick
naman
release
si
para dito
Lancer.
kay Marcio. San Miguel back in the driver's seat, 32-30. Ross with a steal. Here come the red shirts on the push. Chris behind the back. Junmar huli! Junmar daw! Napaganda pa para sa San Miguel.
Junmar missing, Junmar getting the offensive rebound, Junmar connecting, and he'll go to the line.
And this is a good answer to an 11-0 open-up quarter run for TNT. 7-0 counter run.
San Miguel's lead is 5. TNT on the attack at the other side. Jason pulls it back. CJ bracing himself. Jason looking for that opening. He gets the basket. At tinya pang foul.
That's just skill level. That's just Jason Castro. Not too many players. Yung tanong mo kanina, Daddy, nakakashoot sa tres, pero sumasabay sa free throw.
ba't ganun?
So nangyayari talaga, maski sa mga asintado mula sa labas.
Abay in traffic. Forced to put it up.
Oh! Still
What a
got it to
bailout
go.
from Junmar.
Wow, what a shot. Congested lane. He didn't have a good look, but he still made the shot.
This now is a 7-point lead para sa San Miguel.
7 missed free throws for TNT, and they're down by 7.
Manuel
Ito na naman.
of the second quarter. Jason touches it over to Kabuntin. Hindi maka-reply ang TNT. Marcelo though kept it on that side. Marcelo from Jason. He goes reverse.
Making something out of nothing after that recovery.
Montalvo clearing space. Jason surveys, launches. Bang!
What confidence in taking that shot. That's another three-pointer for TNT.
San Miguel swinging it left to right. CJ looking to make his move. 5 to shoot. They go back to the left side. Lassiter puts one up. Couldn't get the bounce. Look at that emphatic rebound by Kubuntin. CJ bothers it. Marshall gets it over back to Perez.
Oh, that's a wide open shot. Ang ganda naman nun.
24 minutes into game number 3. It is gonna be SMB by 3. Pero din si Chris Ross, ini-start na dito ni Coach Leo Austria sa pagbubukas ng third quarter ng ating Honda PBA Philippine Cup Finals presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Ross at the other end. Thwarted there by Mikey, but CJ, no go. Junmar wala pa rin. Finally, para kay Abay. More personal fouls. At that side, Pogoy, bullet pass down low. Troy Rosario.
He reserves his best for last. And
Here he goes.
there he is, and he scores. That's his first basket.
Mikey scored all 6 of his points in the second frame. This one is a floater. Looking to extend this 1-point lead. Jericho back to the Kraken. Down low, spinning baseline. Hooligans!
What an elevation galing kay Arar Pagoy.
And the double effort that they exerted. First, the help side defense and that elbow.
Hindi, si Eram apat.
Yun.
Ngayon si Kelly apat.
Machine gun Kelly, apat din.
Jericho.
Oh, yes.
They needed that.
Basket of the game.
Naiwasan na si Ross, pero nagmintis. Jericho looking for 5 straight. Bang!
Excellent recognition on the part of C. Ross.
Bingo! That 3-point shot was brought to us by Bingo Plus. Bingo rin sa kabila! Junmar left alone.
And they'll give him that shot. Mahirap na pigilin si Junmar Fajardo. Nakakailang 3-pointer na ang TNT.
Double check natin yan.
Okay.
Merong labas. Meron din naman sa loob.
Yes. And you know, the key is not to be predictable.
Marshall
Ito,
from
an
the
outside shot.
punches it through. Doesn't work though. Rosario kept it away from Frontial. Here comes TNT. Down by 3. Kelly slicing through.
And again, look at this last instance. Konti lang ang lamang ni Kelly, pero umatake pa rin siya dahil yun ang tsansa habang wala si Junmar Fajardo sa loob.
Timeout muna requested here, presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. TNT nakatikim yan ng kalamangan in the first half ng hanggang 3 puntos. They've been trailing since the early goings of the second quarter. Mikey gets
what a shot.
the lead.
Mikey Williams was limited to 7 points in that game 2 loss. A gallop, and a third gallop, and then a bump.
Lamang na ngayon ang TNT.
13 puntos na para dito kay Mikey. Ross drops it off. Basic para sa SMB.
Hindi niya tinotodo, hindi niya inaantay mapagod.
Manuel back on the floor. He feeds the Kraken.
And TNT is over the limit.
At 3 shot block yan si Abay.
And to think that in game number 2, Fajardo only had 6 field goal attempts.
Cobontin with a 3-point play opportunity at the other end as well.
We saw him do that earlier in the second quarter. That time around, going to his right, beating the defense of Sio Lassiter. Here against the taller Vic Manuel.
And playing tough defense. Oh, what a shot coming from Manuel. Hindi lang pumasok.
Jason surveys, steps on the gas, and then the brakes. Ganda nung hatak nung handbrake para kita Blur.
Score is tied.
Nakita mo naman hanggang ilalim. No?
Oh. And he challenges the interior defense in San Miguel. Wala siyang katakot-takot.
Although it's been super tight, this is only going to be the 3rd deadlock of this game. Ganuelas Rosser now playing point. Pogoy tatanggap mula dito kay Cobontin. RR.
I don't know if that was an intentional switch.
76-74. We've got 12 more minutes of game number 3 coming up dito lang sa TV5.
A complete reversal of what we saw sa game 2 na panalo ng SMB.
CJ deciding in midair to take the shot. He gets the rebound anyway. Play broken up, picked up by Jericho. Shot clock is at 8. Cruz down the middle.
7 for Jericho Cruz.
Here comes Perez the other way. Tautua puts
And he
it up
scores.
and in. A W tonight gives you control heading into Game 4 on Sunday at the Big Dome.
Ang hirap nung tirang yun.
San Sama ng dalawa, sina Reyes, Aram, and Mikey. Aram from the weak side, puts it up and in. Manuel again, given that space. Ross from deep.
Oh, what a shot! Lumalaban.
Saka grabe yung barag niya kay Junmar.
Jericho lines it up.
Oh,
Bingo!
yes. Very quick adjustments on the part of both coaches, no? Pinasok ni Coach San.
backdoor
Oh,
cut.
that's gonna be 2 points.
Basta pumasok.
Okay na yan para kay Mikey.
Game tied at 85. Lassiter trading that leather. Junmar with a pick. Marshall steps back. Long
Oh,
two is
yes.
good.
With Junmar Fajardo providing the screen for Marshall Lassiter.
Aram somehow got it over to Kelly.
Buhay pa,
Aram will
buhay
secure
pa.
it again. Jason with some daylight. That's good!
The score is tied. This is turning out to be just as classic as game 1 was.
Abay thought about the three.
Oh, that's an
Offensive
offensive
foul whistle
foul.
on Lassiter,
And that will be
fouls it
it.
out. Manuel, top of the key, he goes to the right. Jericho will attack the baseline. Jericho with a picture perfect layup.
Silencing Vic Manuel.
Jericho with a pull-up off the window. Dilwa. Junmar with rebound number 25. And the putback is good. Malaki Abay. Aram trying to get by Manuel. Aram switching in midair. Jericho down the gut of the defense. Kicks it over. Herndon.
Oh my
Napapasok lang.
goodness!
That's instant offense coming out of nowhere.
Punot Coach Ronnie. Grabe naman yun.
Ang hirap nun.
Has not played the last 3 games, and Robbie Herndon coming out of nowhere.
Here we go.
Saka si Herndon, that guy's always ready. But he took the 6th personal foul of CJ Perez for him to get a chance.
Mikey puts it on the deck. Drops it off to Kelly. We got a 2-point game.
Inside points. Para sa TNT, 3-point shooting naman. Para sa
Oo
SMB,
nga.
nabaliktad
Because
din.
in this 4th quarter, San Miguel with 4, or rather 3 3-point connections.
48 minutes was not enough to determine kung sino nga ba ang lalamang ng 2-1 dito sa ating best of 7. Junmar wins the tip. Here comes Jericho para sa SMB. Sama niya sina Herndon, Brontial, and Ross. San Miguel, no. Herndon trying to clean it up. That is good. Junmar, kontra dito kay Kelly.
Kelly Williams.
Machine gun with 5 fouls. Ross swings it. Herndon again.
Got it again.
3.5 remaining here in game 3. Mikey makes his move. Play broken up by Ross. Jericho pokes it free. Jericho touchdown SMB. They still need a basket to put this one away. Junmar looks up. Shot clock reads 7. Ross makes his move. Puts it up. Bang!
That's why he's a 2-time finals MVP.
Remember, he missed a big 3-pointer kanina.
Dalawa.
Oh, but he has certainly redeemed himself.
Pogs, catch and shoot. Kumakawag-kawag pa ang TNT. And in less than 48 hours, San Miguel finding a way, 108-100 to take a 2-1 lead in this race to 4.
Yan yung tip-off natin presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
So talagang ibang klase ito si Junmar kasi look at those numbers, talagang nothing comes close to that.
So CJ Perez opening up the scoring.
Alam mo, itong first 3 games natin of this finals, hindi pa nananalo ang TNT in the first quarter. So it's gonna be huge if they're able to get the first quarter.
RR Pugoy has been on a tear para sa TNT sa buong seryeng to. But that was a fantastic play for San Miguel.
May score. And yun na nga, he's consistent with 20 plus points per game this sa finals na to. And as you... yes, of course, when Junmar's in the shaded area na, talagang mahirap na siya pigilan doon. As you showed the field goals kanina, it's 72%. So that's a good defense for San Miguel, for TNT, I mean. Takbuhan yung San Miguel because yun na nga, kailangan pagurin si Junmar. And they've been playing 3 games in 5 days.
Mikey Williams is a man on a mission here in Game 4.
Malaking bagay yun, isang sabi ni Kevin kanina, John. Alalahanin natin, it's a Sunday. Diba? So 1 day to prepare lang in between the game. So Wednesday to Friday.
Lagi naman ako biro lang.
Parang free throw yun eh.
bumawi din.
Bumawi din.
Bumawi din si Glenn Cobuntin with the ball that he lost earlier. Matagal-tagal nang nananahimik itong San Miguel, and TNT is doing their very best to capitalize.
Tama, di ba? Malaking bagay yun, ha? Hindi yung, sige, makabawi ka lang. Because tama, iniisip mo yung sarili mo, especially if you're a very important player of the team. Hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta gano'n. And
here's Cobuntin. TNT staying patient with their offense. 12-7 yung score natin, up by 5. Itong tropa, Mikey Williams from deep. He hits his first 3 of Game 4, Mikey Williams. And for sure, maya-maya, San Miguel will really try to ignite their PPC. Pero yung depensa ng TNT has been tremendous. Castro escapes for the 2 points.
Let's wait for the report mamaya. Talagang sana wala lang.
opposite kasi, di ba? Paangat si Mo Tau Tua, pababa yung kamay nitong si Ryan Reyes. 2 hands yung kay Mo Tau Tua. And then itong si Ryan Reyes, just 1 hand trying to keep that ball down.
And those are the first 2 points of Junmar Fajardo. And TNT was able to erect a 9-point lead to start this game.
Diba? They might want to prepare him for the next game, which will be on Wednesday. You know, him coming in and talking about yung report ni Apple, yung turnovers and free throws, those are definitely the 2 things that they needed to watch out for. Even actually in game number 1, yung free throws nila. John, kung malala mo, game number 1, 52% ang TNT from the free throw line. Diba? Even if they won that ball game,
magkakaroon siya ng chance for a 3-point play. Look at that move.
Meron na nga ang play of blur, making a lot of winning shots for TNT. And yun na nga, kung titignan natin, talagang parang team pa rin ni Jason Castro itong TNT.
And now, San Miguel is starting to get their rhythm on offense. Kanina, Kevin, you were pointing out ang baba ng field goals nila in the first quarter. Pero laging may sagot itong TNT.
and you know, look at Robbie Herndon because of how he played in game number 3. Maaga na pinasok itong si Robbie dito sa game number 4.
Mikey Williams from outside. That's money. Yung unang stretch na hinanap talaga nila si Mikey allowed him to try and get his rhythm.
Yeah, magandang play yung nira ng TNT doon. A flare screen by Magda Novelas Rosser para ma-open up yung 3 points ni Mikey Williams.
And when Mikey is clicking, kasabay pa ni Jason Castro, that is a big problem on the side of SMB right now. And you also had those situations for NLEX and for your previous teams na kinailangan mo talaga maging extra aggressive. Because it helps everyone on the team. Pati Montalvo nakakashoot na ngayon.
Di ba, parang pag hindi ka nakakashoot na puro one-on-one, after a while, there will be questions na, oh, dapat ba i-off the ball natin siya o dapat ba iba na lang ang tumira? And when he's getting his shots off the other points, mas okay yun because it gives different opportunities now for everybody.
Hey, Simon and Ciso humming in this game. May 7 points na si Simon. Tautuan nakaagaw. Mo all the way!
Well, they talked about it, right? They needed some points from Mikey Williams. They also needed some points from the big men. They're getting the points now from Mikey. And they're hoping the big men, guys like Cobuntin, Kelly Williams, and Boy Aram can get some points as well.
RR, the handoff to Williams. Balik kay Pugoy, top of the key 3. Nothing there. Oh! I spoke too soon. Mas lalo silang ginaganahan kapag ka natamaan. Botaw Tua, bumawi rin naman.
Sa lahat ng load sa buong game na to. So, yun nga, as you said kanina, 52-37. It's just show.
O San Miguel, from being down by 17, siyam na lang yung hinahabol nila. Castro trying to add more. Jason, pumasok yung napakahirap na layup.
So nakita natin yung first pass. Oh, this is that shot of Jason Castro against Jericho Cruz. That's pretty much almost the same shot that he tried in game number 3. Mas mataas lang ng konti this time, knocking that down. But you could still see.
Hindi ko siya binabantayan eh. Pinipili ko kakampi palagi.
Oh, great read that time.
Pero meron kang Castro na may 12 puntos at Mikey Williams na may 11 din. But Fajardo is starting to make his presence felt here now. And that will be the end of the first half. Well, ito na yung third quarter ng ating Honda PBA Philippine Cup presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Again, We're very happy. Maraming salamat, Kevin, for joining us. Kevin Alas is with us on this coverage as Fajardo scores.
Ito wala ka masyadong preparation na magagawa dito because it is live basketball. At kailangan magsalita. Tapos tayo pa yung kasama niya. Itong TNT. So that energy you get from the energy guys. Who are the energy guys of San Miguel? You know, obviously you'll get Junmar Fajardo, his points, his rebounds.
From TNT, Troy Rosario scoring. Oh, Perez making kabuntin dance. CJ looking aggressive. Alam mo, etong si Junmar at si CJ, we talked about them being limited. They just scored the first 6 points of San Miguel. Di ba naaaral mo na yung mga moves ng Bingo Plus?
Malapit na yan, malapit na. Lumabas sa TikTok ni Kevin.
Oh, how about that move from Big Motaw Tua?
Saka makikita nyo hindi, di ba, hindi one movement or one motion. More than likely you will miss.
Yun na nga, I think that's advantage of TNT. They have to run the floor. Yun na nga, nakita nyo nahuli sa depensa si Junmar Fajardo.
Dom, how is it still working for San Miguel? Kung titingnan mo lang, no? Eh parang early second quarter pa lang, may 11 na si Mikey. Here he is, making some noise.
Especially nakakabalik yung San Miguel, di ba? So naghahanap talaga ng putos itong TNT.
Ito na naman, Enciso. Another three-pointer for Simon. Alam naman natin, ito si Enciso. He was a scorer before when he was playing for Phoenix, for Blackwater and Alaska. And now Junmar Fajardo has given San Miguel the lead.
Jot, kung mapapansin natin kanina, si Junmar yung first option on the post. This time, they're posting up Motaw Tua. So, and then coming off the ball, itong si Junmar Fajardo. So that in effect right away is showing you a different look. Unlike kanina, pinupuntahan nila agad itong si Junmar.
I guess growing up playing against taller players, dun siguro na-develop yung mga style of play ko. And yun na nga.
Williams, sinusubukan si Enciso, now involves Eram. JP, bibitaw sa labas. Eram connects on a three. Bingo! That sa third quarter natin, Brondial trying to look for Fajardo. Ibang klase talaga yung trabaho ni Kelly Williams trying to deny, but what a pass! Perez to Brondial.
Si Motaw Tua. So, primary option na naman si Junmar Fajardo dun sa low post.
Kelly Williams has been absolutely amazing. Hindi lang dun sa depensa niya.
Pero looking at Junmar, parang hindi siya napapagod eh.
Well, this is the man we were looking for mula kanina. Chris Ross bumalik na for SMB. Perez, this time finishes through the foul.
Talk about a guy going strong and wanting to get his point. CJ Perez, Mikey Damo with his head down, just attacking. This time, Kabuntin trying to reach in, not able to, getting the basket and the foul.
Castro receives that basketball. Pogoy, matagal nang nanahimik si RR, but this time he makes some noise.
Magandang set play na nira ng Token Tex to open up. Pinaluwag nila yung depensa ng San Miguel bago nila inatake.
At ito yung mga paborito ni RR eh. No? 2 minutes remaining sa third quarter. Castro, he doesn't need 2 minutes. He just needs about 4 seconds to get to the cup. Si Castro talaga yung definition ng personification ng 0 to 100 real quick. And he gets it to Ganuelas Rosser, who finishes with an acrobatic layup.
That was a tough recovery for Jason Castro. That was a tough pass that he had to run after. Na-recover niya yun at naibigay pa niya.
Eram has that ball. Bigay kay Pugoy. Ross ang umahabol kay RR. He gets to his spot. That is the sweet spot of an RR Pugoy. So yun nga po, after 36 minutes, 72 to 63 ang ating score.
And has shown his longevity at wala kang narinig na mga teammates niya na nagreklamo tungkol dito kay Marshall Lasper because just works hard, keeps on playing.
Wow! Excellent passing for TNT Tropang Giga. Nalito yung depensa ng San Miguel in trying to stop that, and then Kelly Williams, yung mga assist ng San Miguel, a far cry from what they had nung mga games 1 to 3. Castro! A similar layup to Kelly's. A similar result then. 3-point play opportunity for the Blur.
just attacking and attacking, still a step ahead.
He did miss that free throw though, pero 13 pa rin yung lamang ng TNT. Lassiter does something about it. Oh, Jason Castro connecting on both free throws. So 24 puntos na yan. TNT, what an amazing turnaround from having 24 turnovers nung Game 3. Dadalawa lang here in Game 4. And Fajardo flexing his muscles underneath. They will need a lot more of those kung gusto pa nila makabalik dito because they're down by 11 still. Castro, the skip pass to Cobuntin. 3 for Glenn Cobuntin. Pero doon napigilan si Abay. Williams against Lassiter. What a lay-in! Mikey Williams working his magic.
Very few people can do that move in the air and making it look so easy. Ang isa doon, yung katabi natin na si Kevin Alas.
Oh yeah, that's why we call this man the Drunken Master. Konti rin lang. Yung mga apat na nakabantay, makakashoot pa rin. Fast break points. Kevin, you made that point earlier on. Ang gusto ng TNT, i-outrun yung SMB. They've done a stellar job at it.
Yun na nga, yung lineup nila na small ball, nandiyan pa rin sa loob.
Tapos nandiyan pa si Pugoy. Even on a half-court set, he's producing points.
And he's producing the points from the block or he's coming off those screens off the curl, which makes it difficult. At meron siya nung isang kamay na tira. Mabigat yun eh. That once you're able to spin and get that shot off one hand.
And of course, we see our commissioner's role. Part of that is the chairman of the sports committee of the Senate, Senator Bong. So 15-point lead for TNT right now. Castro sinasayaw si Lassiter. Jason over Fajardo.
Ano pa? Ano pa? Jason Castro, 26 points right now for TNT, just taking over offensively, but even defensively, how many times has he stolen that rock or made a stop para sa TNT?
The blur continues to shine here in Game 4. And dito naman sa Game 4, it's TNT looking good so far, up by 17 with about 4 and 10 remaining. But Marshall Lassiter nanggaling sa bench. Of course, that's led by the 26 of Jason Castro. Kelly Williams. Libre mula sa labas. Bingo! That three-point shot.
Well, if yung big man ng opposing team, pag nakakashot, it's really hard to beat those teams.
But Domya, for you naman, what was TNT able to do so well here in Game 4?
I think really controlled. Off the bat, makikita mo, okay, sige, defensive game tayo today, unlike in games 2 and 3, where San Miguel scored 108 and 109 points.
And Cobuntin produced 2 more points, 100-87. Yung ating final score, it's presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
That tip-off presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. First touch of the ball belongs to the Beermen. Hello, hello, Brondial. As he continues to play with San Miguel.
His contribution to this team is, you cannot explain, but he's really done a good job.
Oh, Troy Rosarios. Here's Brondial, swings it to the other side of the floor. Here's Enciso, drills a 3.
Actually, he had the right idea in passing to Junmar. Because Junmar wants a set. Another three-point shot by Simon Enciso. Yeah, the chicken butter and biscuits, you know.
Iba, no? Iba. Oh! Cobuntin! Parang they're jumping for every rebound, you know? And it's not yet gang rebounding. Just precise work.
Nice pass.
Exactly. May mga player na ganun, Coach Topex, no? Hindi mo na kailangan turuan ng galaw na parang naturally, as you said, Dr. J. Unable to deliver, a bit too long.
Dalawang mintis na si Lassiter, no?
And Kelly says, I'm going to drive. And at the 6:52 mark, as Mikey wiggles free. Bingo! Three-point shot brought to you by Bingo Plus. Parang dati, gimme, unless gimme na, no? Then
Open.
Open. Kelly Williams with a bingo three-point shot. That's Bea Escudero. Pleasure to have her with us for I think the first time. And Mikey Williams, he's beginning to feel it, Coach Topex.
That's the reason why Rossi's already at the scorer's table. He's going to come in to try to put a stop to that. There's Junmar.
As Junmar Fajardo pirouettes. Libre si Tautua. Yes!
He said, I thought I should have played a little bit more. You guys are playing bad. And he goes right there and scores 2 points.
And everybody, yun ang walking into creating a storm. In the meantime, Coveted. That is sometimes overlooked, that statistic, the assist as CJ Perez cuts up the inside. Now, that meaning to say the coaches.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, but Ali Peak, who used to work with us, said the coaches see everything. They're like school teachers. Pati yung nasa dulo ng bench, kita nila. As Poy Eram, as you said, Dr. J, in a team that likes to play small ball, getting points from the big men is a plus, Coach Topex.
That's why Kelly Williams was crucial for TNT during Game 4 because the more he scores from the outside, just like ngayon, yung ginagawa ni Poy Eram, is gonna be a big plus for TNT. Dito naman sa koponan ng SMB, kailangan yung mga tulong ng players like Jericho Cruz.
18, kasi maximum nito September 4, Sunday. So kung mag-game 7 ito.
Dumating na import nyo, Coach Topex?
Eram, nakaka-anim na.
Oh, Dave Marcelo with a steal from behind, whips it to the speeding Castro.
Isipin mo, si Dave Marcelo pa nakakaagaw sa'yo, nasa ibabaw siya. Siya naglalagay ng double pressure against.
Become amplified in the finals. Marcio.
Titira na yan.
Oh, kisses it against the glass. I think he collected a foul. 28-24 dito po sa game number 5. Mainit na labanan. TNT, they stayed in the thick of things. They had their assists, they had their steals. And look at this, location.
What's keeping TNT in this ball game is their...
As Vic Manuel does something in his familiar position. He scoops it up.
Yeah, look at the way TNT pushes up that ball after the conversion. Yes, sorry.
Itong si RR Pobe reminds me of my old teammate si Junti Valenzuelas because ganyan na ganyan yung laro ni Junti eh. Hindi ganun kataas tumalon.
Well, just like Ren Ritualo and so many others, that will work. Dave Marcelo provides the shield. No chance to elevate. Eram says, I'm free.
Short.
Rebound, TNT.
Dami ng contribution ni Dave.
When you're having fun, the time seems to fly. 8:15 to go. Junmar draws the double coverage. The intended pass does not arrive at the destination. Ganuelas Rosser will soar but opts to pass. Eram applies the brakes and scores.
Itong advantage ng TNT because again, they're playing small or quick 5 like Rosser is attacking the basket.
Well, so far for San Miguel, they're happy because Cruz certainly delivering. Kahit nahihirapan si CJ at saka si Lassiter, nandun naman si Cruz.
Mikey Williams drilling in from the outside. Parang it's a step ahead of them.
Yeah, in whatever they're doing, alam ng TNT. So the players know where to go.
CJ waltzing on the baseline and slams it hard.
Kung sino yung referee.
Si Topex hindi na mimili yan.
Mabait naman yan, Doc.
Kailangan lang.
Pero he has the right.
Malaking bagay yung pahinga para sa SMB. Pero napakalaking bagay din to para sa koponan ng TNT.
On the other hand, Dr. J, SMB looking for its offense. Meanwhile, let's focus on this drive by Williams. He'll get it to go plus a foul.
They felt that there was a violation committed by TNT. Ang nangyari doon, nag 3-point play pa. But you know, retired siya. Nung nawala yung isang coach, bumalik si Chot, bumalik siya. Another interception.
That's those little things. This is not a little thing. Boy, that is so important for the morale of the team when you're possibly the most senior member of your crew doing this. It's uplifting.
It's really uplifting for TNT.
As Magumar John likes to say, one team here tonight will be on top of the hill already and could possibly win one more. As Brondial says, teka muna, we're still very much here.
Ang ganda ng laro nila between CJ Perez and Brondial. Alam na alam ni Brondial saan siya pupunta.
Even when he was playing, I could say Aris Pacochaga, yung iba nahihirapan. Samantala, Brondial. Uy, pinasa pa. Kinanapan ng Dan. San Miguel coming to life here at the 4-minute mark. Coming within 3 points. Chot Reyes is forced to utilize it. Ayan si Enciso, hinahabol na naman si Mikey Williams. Living practically in the jersey of Williams. In the meantime, that pass goes astray, but turning garbage into goal is Poyera.
12 puntos na si 12 puntos na si Poyera.
A familiar San Miguel formation here. Down the middle with Cruz. Jericho Cruz. The San Miguel Tornado has 9 points. Whoa! Down the middle, familiar territory. Nang matapos ang 24 minutes of action, lamang ang TNT ng tatlo, 53-50. There's a little extra shoving and pushing inside as the third quarter begins. Tough pass to the corner. Ross undecided, launches, gets it to go. Just over 21 points. Great pass underneath. Tough angle to work with. It won't work. Kabuntin too far away from it. Ross picks it up. One of those 50-50 ball situations, and he creates!
Laking bagay yung in-start nila si Ross, hindi si Enciso. He has already contributed 5 points in the third quarter.
There's a different energy and talent that he provides.
Those are open shots. Those are the shots na galing sa kanilang execution. It just so happened that they're missing it. And finally,
this one will not be missed. To Vic Manuel sends it into the corner. Ross is wide open. It pops out. Junmar fights for it. Can't get to it. It is, yes, Mikey Williams popping out from that fray.
He's shooting.
Quickly. Yes! And another three-point shot that hits the target. Junmar kicks it outside. Ross trying to create. Tough shot against the glass. Marcelo tries to track it down. No chance. At least there was an effort. Junmar already secured it. Oh, great drive by CJ Perez. In double digits with 10. 64-63. Tropang Giga slightly up. Creative move. Bogoy. Might not be a 20-point night, but they'll get any contribution from him as Abay takes care of following it up.
Mararamdaman yung magay because right now yung adrenaline mo medyo okay pa kaya hindi mo pa nararamdaman yan.
Kaya kung minsan yung pagpag works, di ba? Hindi pa nagsiswell eh. That'll work. Marcelo doing his earnest best against the MVP. Kasi parang during the game, it's a contention point eh. Might as well do it away from the game itself. Junmar, 2 in a row! Mikey.
Look good, huh?
Had direction and a good follow-up by R.R. Pugoy, who's beginning to hum.
All of a sudden, he has 10 rebounds in the ball game and 14 points.
And he continues. Third quarter.
Maybe Bea will give us a report later on.
Yeah, she did. And an update is probably coming, but
this is what's scary about TNT. Just when you thought that SMB is starting to dominate, they kind of weather the storm. They just keep on playing.
Which they did at the top of this third quarter. And Kelly Williams drills in a 3. Ginawa ng separasyon, hindi na pumasok. Kelly Williams says thank you. Here comes Mikey. The whisk to Montalvo, to Mikey. It's on its way. Yes! And listen to this crowd roar!
Makita natin doon, Kim Montalvo could have easily forced his way inside, but he opted to go to Mikey Williams, hindi naman napahiya. And look at the TNT now running the basketball.
San Miguel getting to be predictable as Williams. No, the other Williams takes care of it. Montalvo says, let's use energy and adrenaline. And Mikey Williams with 5 seconds remaining. Will he be able to elevate? He twirls, he spins. There's a good cut. Danuelas, Rosa gets it to go. Make a sababang. Wow!
You know, they don't pay attention to little things. And that's the reason why TNT certainly has a better offensive game on the half court.
Big surge by TNT towards the end of this third quarter. Tinira ni Enciso. Malakas. Has not scored since that first quarter pair of threes. The dish at the last moment by Kim Montalvo. Ganda ng TNT. They're forcing the San Miguel players to go into the perimeter. Doon kay Tumira. That shot, no. Junmar gets the tap. Here's Pugoy scanning the floor. Let it fly. Oh, yes, sir.
Again, that's the problem with the SMB right now. If si Junmar, obviously, gagaya nung sinabi ni Dr. J, pagod na pin.
Kaya na naman, libre.
Muntik na. Follow up. Oh! Oh!
What a smart move coming from Kelly Williams. During that ball screen, when he set the ball screen, naiwan si Junmar.
Aram back on the floor. Aimed carefully but missed. Nice drive. Successful.
Sa opensa.
Parang yung tempo ng game, pabor pa rin sa kanila eh.
Oh, yes.
Junmar, however, has this nice turnaround shot. Kelly is free for a three.
Pangalawa na ba yan? Yes!
In the meantime, here's Tautua. Baseline pass. There's a foul and a basket.
Medyo, I think his knee got into the back. Ayun, medyo sumabit yung paa ni Jericho Cruz when he elevated.
Shot clock reduced to 6. Junmar to Tautua. The big steps. Mikey wants to create down the middle. What a pass!
Ganda rin cut yan.
Nako, sabit.
And one yan. This is a very important play for TNT.
Topex.
Talking about this last 2 minutes of the ball game. Again, extra possessions will be crucial. How well they're moving that ball around. And exactly at our point, Boy Era getting that slam from a Kelly Williams pass.
I don't know what kind of defense they set up there that they...
Hindi na ibinalik and probably will not go back anymore. That's a tough angle to where Aram takes it away.
They have a fresh... Well, now it's down to 10 seconds.
Here's Kelly. He likes this spot. Yes! Yes! 3-point shot brought to you by Bingo Plus. Ross. Bounce pass. Tautua free.
Nakita naman natin how many times na talagang pinahirapan. Walang clear shots itong SMB.
And TNT Tropang Giga now has a 3-2 lead in the series.
Kelly Williams against Junmar Fajardo to begin the action. This tip-off presented to us by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA.
They've won those 2 games. They've responded. They've responded by not turning the ball over and making their free throws.
Looks like they're going to leave it. No change of possession, so no reset on the shot clock, guys. He really showed that he wanted to compete.
Well, he
loves to compete against Chris Ross.
Look at this. Look at CJ going to the basket on your screen, and somebody probably told him, stop settling.
Lead pass goes to CJ. CJ in the paint. To Vic Manuel. Atake agad.
CJ Perez hasn't been scoring as much also because he's been having to guard the opposing strong guards of TNT, and he's been getting into foul trouble.
Pass was a bit too low. Go to CJ. That's a 3 if it goes. And yes, CJ Perez. Bingo. 3-point shot brought to us by Bingo Plus. Bukas na bukas nga yun, and everybody was waiting for it to enter. But there's a drive. Chris Ross.
Today on just getting to the basket as much as possible. Particularly since, you know, the big man for TNT will not really help defensively off of drives to the basket.
Remember, San Miguel Beer had a strong start and never looked back.
San Miguel team, the Moralco team did, and it's so hard to be able to defend Junmar as CJ hits again. But they're going to say that Junmar used his forearm on the waist of Pugoy. And CJ is red hot here to start this game.
He'll take a three. And he'll make it two. Looks like he hung in the air for a bit and allowed CJ to get to it. Here's that three mula kay Marshall Lassiter. And that's always a good sign when Marshall hits an early shot.
As much as possible. Oh!
Ryan Reyes now in the lane. Swings it over to CBC. For
Big
three!
shot.
The pass to MGR. He's not going to take it. Eram susugod to the basket. That's an end one situation for JP Eram.
Trying to break that defense earlier on. San Miguel in a zone. This time finding that gap. Boy Eram to the basket.
They're grinding it out, and as expected, no, itong dalawang koponan. In what could be the last game of the series, but Lassiter says, nah, that's not gonna happen. My second three of the game.
Pagoy's gonna get to the line for 2 shots.
Ito na naman yung tres ni Marshall Lassiter, the sweet shooting ni Marshall Lassiter. Such a big part of those championship teams in the past. You know, they love this conference. San Miguel, they used to win it all the time. 5 to shoot. Mo, pa-power move. Gets it with a left hand. Mo will attack, sidestep.
Whoa!
That's right, 2:07 to go dito sa first quarter. 16-point lead for the Beermen. TNT needs to talk it over. They're pouring it in here. Marshall wants another.
During the break, 5 3-point shots now for San Miguel in the first quarter alone.
Jericho leaning in. That's a basket for Cruz. Jericho jumper. Bounces out, but Mo all alone for the putback. Easy. Ito si Mikey, 2-pointer. He gets it. First 2 points ni Mikey. Elbow almost grazing the face of Eram. And then he finishes on the other end as well.
Of JP Eram. Almost, or may have gotten it. We're not sure.
Oh! That's 4. TNT looking to start well dito sa second period. Montalvo's trap. Marcelo to Pagoy.
In terms of scoring,
probably the best quarter for either team, 40 points.
And Coach
Marshall's not doing it just from 3, Coach. Rest of the blue shirts bringing up the rear on offense as Pagoy will attack and get it to go.
And that's a tough shot.
4 already for TNT. For San Miguel, only 3.
Long outside shot.
We'll add one more.
Although Mintis, nakuha pa rin ni CJ. How was he able to get to that ball? Kid Montalvo though. Simon again. Bingo! 3-point shot brought to us by Bingo Plus.
Yeah, how do you beat this team if they're going to hit their threes like this? It's going to be very, very difficult.
For TNT, so that's why it's a game time decision. They're going to try to figure out if they're going to try to use him.
Come few and far between para sa TNT. Finally, Kelly Williams breaking that dry spell. Simon! Go to Simon one more time. Why not?
Wow.
To nobody. There's no one there with him in the backcourt. And San Miguel's already on the attack.
Question is, do you want to penalize Jumar for being big? Because he just stood there, actually, as Montalvo hits a floater.
Even as Pagoy will try to create, hook it over to keep Montalvo.
Yes.
Jumper good, back to back. So, mga katabi ko, no? May isa, asul yung isa. There, there's
Good timeout by Coach Leo.
5 minutes to go, less than. Oh, that's a block.
Which got them a defensive stop.
That's a 3 from Pagoy. Vic inside the Junmar. JJ Alejandro, may hawak ng bola. Pumunta kay Kelly. Kelly swings to the corner. Montalvo, that's a 3. Here's Vic. Had to stop, goes to Simon.
As Pagoy went to the floor.
And Simon. Well, Simon doing work sa offensive end. So that's his first 2-point field goal sa laban na ito. Kelly, babounce sa ilalim. Troy Rosario reverse. Down to just a baker's dozen lead.
Early, not this time here in the second quarter.
Both teams actually matipid sa fouls, no, dito sa second quarter. And CJ will attack.
Just so quick.
Pogoy open the other side. It will not drop, but then they get it to go. Boy Eram fighting for it underneath. Now he gets a foul. Pupunta sa linya para sa dalawang free throws. Pangatlong personal ni JP Eram yan.
Boy, Eram getting a finger on it.
Finish this today. Kip kicks it to Pogoy. Not counted. Not counted. Jericho to Rodney. Rodney lost it. Will take it. And he'll make it. CJ atake na naman. It's back up to 13. Alam mo, ilang beses na natin sinabi to in the past, gentlemen. When you have to fight back from 20-something, 30 points down. Montalvo goes to Pogoy. Pogoy will attack. Basket is good. Chance for a three-point play.
Kid is playing out of his mind today.
Hindi, tsaka smart play para kay Kib Montalvo. Kasi pwede namang isugod ni Kib Montalvo yun. Pero you give it to the guy who, you know, is more talented on that end of the floor. And you get a chance for three. Jericho. No go, but Junmar there. Susubukan niya depensa ni Kelly. Kick out kay Simon. Miniman tref na yan. From Simon Enciso. Kelly to the hoop. He wanted a foul. Enciso. Jericho. You know, he's just saying, come on. Don't I get these calls, these bumps? Jericho, isa pa. He'll take a three. And he won't find it. But Junmar for the rebound to Mo. Ito yung offensive rebound. Tapos si Mo just sliding to the hoop. Gently dropped it in. Two hands. Up ahead to Troy. Nice fake. Basket good for Troy Rosario in transition.
But once again, you can see the fact that Mo has an easy time backing up Troy to the basket.
But that's size right there. Marshall.
Picking his spots. Marshall has now with 17 points in the ball game.
Junmar. That's all you have to say, Junmar. And a big cushion for San Miguel entering the fourth frame, especially if this goes.
And it does.
Marshall after finding Jericho Cruz for that three-point shot. Way to end this third quarter. You talk about San Miguel, TNT coming out of the gates in the third quarter with a big run, but San Miguel ending it with a 24-point lead.
And San Miguel missing the first attempt, but getting it on the putback. Jericho.
This might be one of the few times we actually see him at the three. So TNT has a very big team on the floor.
Well, there's Pogoy. 25 ang lamang. Junmar.
He's now in double figures with 10.
He'll try to create or he'll produce. Whoa, but Mo's the one. They came out today and knowing that they had to win, but you know, I'm not saying, and this is no disrespect to a guy like JD Tongkab, the only rookie in this series. Shoves it over to Alejandro, who will complete it on the break. 7 minutes to go. It's a 26-point lead once again. That's been the number, really. 26. Now down to 23 till we set up a game 7. Troy Rosario to the hoop. CJ. Carl Brian Cruz, hard foul. Oh, look at the kick. There's a kick from CJ Perez. You know, had something already on his mind against Carl Brian Cruz.
You can see the hard foul.
The hard foul, yeah. Well, that's Carl Brian Cruz. Oh, he did. You really walk over him though. Marshall. It's the Marshall Show! Well, you know, sa pre-game natin, Mr. Dominic Uy, you discussed Marshall Lassiter. His presence definitely felt.
And with his presence being felt, with the points that he's putting.
CJ Layo.
Yes.
Simon Enciso. Von Pesumal seeing some action. Even as JD Tropang sails in for the jam.
He may get another chance. Yes. Look at this. This kid has some hops.
Yeah. And it happened again.
And Enciso's not going to want to see that play again.
Kind of brought it back a bit too dun sa pangalawang dunk na yun. Matt left it for Tungkab. Gab gets a three. He gets that one to go. Baba sa 23 ang lamang ng San Miguel. Von Pesumal, the guy who has been missing from the lineup, immediately puts 2 points on the board.
You know, one game you get 4 3-point shots made, and then the next game you're on fire.
Let's see.
Especially a guy like Tungkab and Gab Banal. I mean, this is the position that a guy like Glenn Cobuntin plays.
Final score, 114.96 presented by Honda, official motorcycle of the PBA.
San Miguel Beer, you're seeing Vic Manuel and Chris Ross starting for the second straight game.
That opening tip is presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
I think that they're trying to make a statement right off the bat to make sure he is healthy and ready to go. As you see, CJ Perez starts it off with what he did last game, right to the basket.
Jason gets it right back. It's going to be a three-point play on the other side. Here's that exchange.
And notice the slash of CJ Perez. Actually, JMF.
They need the 6-time MVP to dominate in the paint. They go the other way to Manuel. Beautiful pass issued by Ross.
Mikey Williams has had so far in this game.
Mikey couldn't dance free. He gets it to Kelly. Machine gun to the cup. Kisses it off back glass. We are tied at 5.
There's that first 3-point shot by San Miguel. I got away with a little bit of a travel there.
But he wants to get his teammates involved.
Kelly wisely keeping it away from Junmar. Mikey steps back.
They have a real good feel for that. So the shot clock going down under 6 seconds. They will switch out. Their bigs will switch out and contest.
You see everybody up in the bleachers, almost up on their feet as Jason goes the other way. Strong drive by Pagoy.
You can see Talkatex is really extending out on the 3-point shot, 3-point shooters. The last game, they were going underneath screens. Lassiter was getting easy shots. You know, Pagoy will either spot up in the corner or dive to the basket when he's going.
Mikey delivers his second three.
The inclusion of Jason Castro has them so focused on him that they can't put all their focus on Williams. Both teams are taking it to the rim. They're getting to the basket. Mikey Williams getting his 3-point shots. It's been a really well-played opening Game 7, which oftentimes you don't see in Game 7.
Jason Castro will take a rest.
3 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist para dito kay the Blur. Oh, look at that shot! How about that? Montalvo on the floor para kay Castro. We'll wait for Eram. They go to the corner 3. Roger Ray. The Tropang Giga firing on all cylinders here. Mikey Williams has 8. Roger Ray has 5. Timeout na to is presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Well, I think that he's been struggling a lot through this series, and he finally stepped up big in Game 6 when they gave him a start. Wanted to get him going. Mikey Williams makes another impossible shot. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that's the basic of the philosophy that they have coming into this game with Big Manuel.
Troy puts it on the deck. Took some, got it over to Kelly, but he is blocked.
Blocking that shot of Kelly Williams. Nice penetration. Kelly Williams almost had an open shot. But when you've got Junmar Fajardo protecting the rim, that's what you can expect.
Coach Leo Austria with a 3-man substitution. Simon kapapasok lang. No problem para kay Enciso. Rosario. Taken away by Enciso. Simon! Blocked by Mikey! It is cleaned up though by Rodney.
Got the offensive rebound. You watch it here. Here's the block. A big one. And then San Miguel Beer picking up the loose ball and scoring on the putback.
He's got Marshall in front. Rodney trying to show hard. Mikey couldn't dance free. Now he gets the drop on Lassiter. Mikey lays it home.
Pushing foul on number 15. They're showing hard on Mikey Williams, but what happens is that once they release, he starts to attack Marshall Lassiter and gets to the rim.
This is our next level move of the game, presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Coventin playing better.
I just think Coventin has been playing better at this point, and there's more trust in him. But now,
Jason had the baseline cut off. He got it over to JP.
Well, I'll tell you at this point, it just seems like San Miguel's getting a lot easier shots to the basket.
Right on cue, Coach Tim. Jericho walks into that one, his first basket of the game. What a pass by Jason, this time to Troy.
That if TNT won, they would have closed out the series.
Entry pass to Mo. What an angle coming from Enciso.
TNT's taking advantage of JMF's absence on the floor. But what about Kelly Williams? He's also not on the floor.
Mikey with the ball. Enciso looking to keep in front. Big pick from Troy. Mikey punches it through. And Cruz. Enciso for the lead. Bingo! 3-point shot down.
The thing I like about those threes is that they have not been forced, they've not been rushed, they've been wide open threes. He's really doing a good job of taking the right shot.
Take another look at that booming triple. The third one of the first half mula dito kay Simon Enciso. On the other side, Pogoy got it right back to snatch back the lead para sa Tropang Giga.
Playing really well either side.
Almost one, but the cleanup is there for Mo Tautua. Mikey shovels it back. JP left alone. Bang! Ito yung kay Eram, ano? He had all night to shoot that one. Fajardo immediately receives. Eram sticking with him. Junmar! Paano mo pipigilan yun?
And you know, that double team of TNT went to the wrong side. Jason Castro. I thought that was an excellent decision not to force it.
Mikey?
We thought we were defending him perfectly. We did exactly what we wanted, and he was still scoring at will. Same thing you can say about Jumar as well.
A bit too strong. Here comes TNT the other way. Jason stop and pop. Bang! What guts by the blur on this one.
Taking a three-point shot.
CJ Perez likewise there with Enciso, Manuel, and Fajardo. The muscle man with a 16-foot pull-up.
On the 15-foot line where he can spread the floor for Jumar.
Somehow Rosario still got it, and he dishes it off to the machine gun. Enciso off to Hezi. Will swing it around. Ross back to Simon. Three-pointer on the way. That's his fourth. With exactly 5.5 remaining in the second frame.
This is where they missed Glenn Copentin, because he would be in that rotation at this point.
Here's that last sequence.
He's just a powerful guy.
Enciso tracks this one down. 3-on-2 the other way. CJ, somebody's down para sa TNT at the other end. It is Jason Castro is shaken up.
That may seem like a little bit, but when your ankle's already been sprained, that's a big thing already.
Which is why the
First, in delivering the ball to Vic Manuel and then scoring. And here's JMF.
Basic na basic in their favor right here in the second quarter.
And you go to the bread and butter man, JMF, the Kraken, hitting it from close range against Kelly Williams.
As good as Williams is, you need help.
San Miguel's lead is 4. Manuel again. 10 in the game for the muscle man.
Because no one wants to rotate off of Jumar, so Vic is wide open on the on the pick and roll.
Ross rattles home the three.
If they rush too much, because again, Castro is out of the game at this point, if they rush too much, they can find themselves down in a bigger margin in a hurry. Nice cut.
TJ reverses it home.
Break it open. He's got Mo Tautua and Junmar Fajardo playing at the same time. Talk about wanting to control the boards.
San Miguel pushing again. CJ. Bang!
2 minutes.
Kelly off the.
Oh, the defense has really stepped up here for San Miguel. And San Miguel already over 30 points.
Well, we talked about that first quarter and whether Mikey Williams could sustain that kind of play throughout 48 minutes, and it's really hard to do that.
From San Miguel Beer have scored against only 6 for TNT. And
They
you
go
talk
back
about
to
the
corner.
deep rotation.
Oh, big response coming from Pogoy. That was a much-needed hit by the Adidas of TNT, pulling themselves back within 9. Mo jump hook. No. Only 2 bench points from TNT so far. Pogoy drops it off and a block by CJ.
Of that contest.
Troy from deep. Punches it through. Si Coach Leo Austria naman natatawag ng 30-second timeout.
I can't say how big a shot that is, not just for Troy Rosario, but for the whole Talking Tech team.
Chris Ross, and they can switch off each other. And there's JMF, and we were saying. And finally the Kraken, well, he's still the key.
Right on cue.
I don't see any reason why they don't just keep going.
Not at all.
Castro with 8 points, picked up by Junmar, he shoots over, and Jason lights it up. Jericho Cruz is back on, pinagpahinga na si Enciso. Castro to the
Got away.
Looks like Denise, they are starting to settle down here before Manuel bailed out San Miguel.
I would expect to see Marshall Lassiter out here in a little bit. Try to spread that floor, and there's again Troy stepping up big. TNT is going to have to make a decision as you see Troy Rosario making that three-point shot.
Not only that, TNT is going back to its weapon of choice, the three-point shot. That kept them alive in the first half. And now...
But TNT is going to have to make a decision. Are they going to go down and help on Junmar?
Lost it on the way up. Ross battles for it. It is picked up by Mikey. Here comes TNT. No look to Pogoy. TNT surges back ahead. TNT crowd roar. Spectacular third quarter so far para dito sa Tropang Giga. They have exploded for 18 points already while limiting San Miguel to just 6.
That point in the second quarter, eto mga lead changes natin and deadlocks.
Lassiter gets it right back for SMP. First, it was the cold-blooded 3 by Marcio.
Marshall Lassiter hitting it from the outside.
Mo's got a mismatch here.
Pogoy right on Mo. They dump it inside to Junmar. Wala nang magagawa si Dave doon.
And watch this. Yung entry pass to Junmar Fajardo, carving his space inside.
The opposite post away from Junmar, and then Junmar to flat.
Ooh! Ross with a big block. Tautua gets the basket. Make a son of a foul.
And guess who got it? Ito makita natin. Wala sa posisyon si Junmar, but he tapped it away. Got it to Big Mo.
Kim, deep, gives it up to Jason. Jason creating his own shot there. Marcelo somehow bounced it to Kelly. Ang hilig-higpit noon. Coach Tim, tight moments like this, 1-point game late in the third. As Mikey gets the lead back for TNT.
That it gives Mikey Williams and Jason Castro an opportunity to snake, what they call snake the screen. And I think the referees understand that. They'll give a warning, but I don't think they're going to go much farther than that. To get to the position that he wants. The big guys are going to, it's really hard for Junmar, it's really hard for Mo, but they're going to have to get up on those screens.
Pogoy sticking right with him. Mikey to Jason, stepping beyond. Bang! How about the emergency pass? Mikey to Jason for the long bomb again.
And you can see Jason stepping back into the three-point shot. What confidence that is to take that shot in transition.
It is the old heads taking over. Jason Castro and Junmar Fajardo still carrying their teams, but right just like that, CJ says, not so fast.
That gives Jason a chance to get downhill.
Pogoy on the run against the shot clock. Buries it with half a second remaining. Lamang nga si Castro in that third quarter ng isa kontra sa San Miguel Beer. 19-18, but look at the other guy at the other end.
He's going to dominate, or at least he'll try to.
It's going to be mano-a-mano to Dean.
That's a very authoritative offensive video, man.
We've ever witnessed Coach Tim going at each other here, Junmar and Jason. Marshall says, don't forget about him. Rebound na kanino, Ross picks it up. CJ takes off. San Miguel takes back the lead. Now Jason gets a breather. Montalvo is back on.
You saw in that last possession, Vic Manuel got up on the screen and almost trapped.
Cross with a rebound. San Miguel pushing the other way. Marshall launches it. Bingo!
At the time when you need fresh legs, San Miguel Beer's depth is coming to fore.
10-0 run for the San Miguel Beermen. Somebody's down for TNT. Looks like it's Mikey. Mikey clutches onto his leg. Manuel with a finger roll. Abay pinning down Kelly. They go the other way with CJ. Perez from deep. Bingo!
And Mikey Williams is checking back in, but he's still limping. He's gonna do his best to try to stem the tide.
The worst nightmare you can have to start a fourth quarter in the Game 7.
Well, you have to wonder, does TNT have one more?
A 12-point lead. This is just an incredible performance by San Miguel to open the fourth quarter.
The romp of the San Miguel Beermen. Ross deep three.
They're getting the rebounds, and as Coach Tim said, they're playing tough defense. But it's just Jason Castro.
But the other guys are going to have to step up. They're going to have to be able to make some stops, like we said about Ross.
Kelly showing hard. Marshall takes it right to him, which will bring them back to the promised land. They've missed out on the Philippine Cup 2 years in a row. Manuel wants his first.
One of them, Vic Manuel, who just scored, but this was Marshall Lassiter scoring on the teardrop, and here's Vic Manuel. And we'll tell you who the others who have yet to taste the championship on the San Miguel Beer team.
From yet another Philippine Cup, Tautuma makes it a 16-point lead. To realize what is unfolding here, Ross from deep.
He's able to hit this big three-point shot. No one really considers him a great three-point shooter.
19 abante ng SMB. Ross again. This fourth quarter, definitely unbelievable para sa San Miguel. Less than 2 minutes away from championship number 28. Junmar!
That's a three-pointer. Just didn't have the answer. They gave it their all in the third period. They had a 5-point lead entering the fourth quarter, but TNT just ran out of gas in the face of this mighty juggernaut of San Miguel Beer.
Love that they took the turnover. It's over.
Yeah, I do like that, but I just wanted to say that
it's now going to be official. There it is, the final buzzer. San Miguel Beer winning the Philippine Cup Championship and delivering the first championship for Simon and Ciso, Mo Tautua, CJ Perez, GB Paundo, Michael Cañete, and Vic Manuel.
Final score 119-97, presented to us by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.